So, you've waited months and months and months for this day. This day has been coming along for a long time. You knew it was finally going to be here, the day where I came out with my 4th mock draft. It's been a long time coming. I knew you were excited. And, of course, we were back just like last year, the best mock draft. And I got my homie, the home slice.
Gazi
Garkia's here. And we are here with our great mock draft. It's always the best one of every year. And I realized something about this about this draft process. It's a lot more complicated than the last ones have, you know? We've had a surefire number 1 pick, or between a couple people every year for the past couple years, and then this year it's like, you don't know who's going to go number 1. It was Sam Darnold. It was Saquon Barkley for a while. Now it's not even between either of those guys. Not between Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield. So it's really a complicated draft process this year. And of course, this is the year I decided to do 4 mock drafts. So we'll see how many we get right. But this is the final one. So this is, I think, my most accurate when it comes down to the end. Who knows? The draft's today. I hope you're excited. So with the first pick, there's a lot of things that can happen. The Cleveland Browns could trade, but no, they won't trade. I got the Cleveland Browns going with Josh Allen out of Wyoming because they said they were between Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, so I got Josh Allen.
I got him taking Mayfield. I think he's definitely more accurate. He's, I think, more mobile. Well, it might not show in the 40 time, but I think he is more mobile. And I think he's going to give him an identity that they need.
I do think so, too. I think that that would be a good pick for them. Either way, I think Allen has more potential, but I think Mayfield does. He wants to be the face of that franchise. He wants to be the face of the Browns in a good way, you know?
I think Allen has more potential to be gay.
To be gay, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To be a bust, yeah, I got you. Well, my number 2 pick, you can see the first 4 picks, but my number 2 pick is Sam Darnold to the Giants. I think the Giants take Barkley or Chubb or even maybe Nelson if Darnold goes number 1. But if Darnold's there, I don't see them passing up on a quarterback. I just don't see it. So that's my opinion.
I'll have the Giants trading with the Cardinals.
Hey.
And the Cardinals taking Josh Rosen. I think he's the best pick at quarterback. Like the most solid, you can't go wrong with him. He's the best mechanic.
He's got injury concerns, though.
It's all good.
Well, that's the last thing the Cardinals need is another injury-prone quarterback.
Well, that's why they take him. You can't take... If you're the Cardinals, you cannot have a QB that does not get injured.
That's right, yeah. We'll have 2 injured quarterbacks on the roster. We'd give up a lot to go up to number 2. I think Josh Rosen's going to be the last of the top 4 quarterbacks taken. I think he'll fall a little bit, and that's when a team like the Cardinals or the Bills will trade up. That's my opinion on it. Number 3rd pick, we got the New York Jets, or I do. I got them going Baker Mayfield. That's, easier said than done. Like he said about Baker Mayfield, it's the reports going around. That's their lock pick. That's everyone's lock pick. So, you got something different?
I got Darnold going to the Jets.
Oh, I forgot he was still on the board.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Darnold's the number 1 QB. I don't think you think, oh my God, you think the Cardinals would take Darnold over, you think they take Rosen over Darnold?
Yeah. I think they should take Rosen over Darnold.
I don't see it. I don't think it'll happen. But, hey, who knows? Number 4, I have the Cleveland Browns going with Bradley Chubb. I think that edge, machine with Garrett on one side and Chubb on the other one. You know how I felt about Garrett. I talked about him a lot last year. How those guys just destroy everything. That the quarterback would not be safe against the Browns, ever.
I got him taking Barkley. He's the best player in this draft. And he's sitting there at 4. And they need a running back. Crowell is all right.
Crowell's on the Jets.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And they got Carlos Hyde.
I know. That's who he's okay.
He's
Hyde is injury prone, and then you have Duke Johnson, who's more of a receiver, who should play receiver for them, actually.
I could definitely see them taking Barkley if he's still on the board. I think it's between Barkley and Chubb. But either way, if you're the Browns, you're not messing up this pick. If you pick one of those guys, of course. Because you either get a ferocious defensive line or a great, the superstar running back. So you really can't go wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So number 5 got Denver on the board, and they got a big hole at running back. And the number 1 running back still on the board. So I got Denver taking Saquon Barkley. They fell right to him.
I like that.
They would trade this pick if he wasn't on the board, in my opinion. I think they're going to trade this pick if he's not on the board. But being that he is there, I don't think Chubb fits into their system. I think this is a home run hit.
I have the Bills trading up to the number 5 pick with Denver and taking Josh Allen because he's still on the board.
See, in my first mock, before that report with Josh Allen came out with the Browns, I had the Bills trading up, I think, to Cleveland to get Josh Allen. Because I'm sold they're in love with Allen. I think that's their quarterback. That's their guy, and they're going to do everything they can to get him, but they really can't do anything if he goes number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought was going to happen. So I don't really know. But number 6, I have Buffalo trading up with Indy to get Josh Rosen, who's the only quarterback left on the board, because I don't think the Bills come out of this first round without a quarterback. There's some decent quarterbacks in the second with Lualetta and Falk. They're all right. There's some other ones in there, but you don't want that guy behind A.J. McCarron. No disrespect to A.J. McCarron, or actually I'm giving disrespect to A.J. McCarron. He's not all that good, and you need a superstar quarterback, and Rosen can definitely be that. But there's no way you're the Bills and run out of this draft without a quarterback. You pick behind the Dolphins. You have to trade up for the Bills. So you already said that. You already had the Bills trading up.
Yeah, I got the Colts taking Bradley Chubb. He's still on the board. So.
They will if he's still there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they could. I think they might pass on Quentin Nelson, but there's no way they pass on Chubb. Mm-mm. Number 7, I got Tampa Bay staying here. Quentin Nelson's still on the board. I think that's their biggest need. I think they go Quentin Nelson if he's there. And then, like I said in my last mock, I got him going with Quentin Nelson if he's there, or a safety, either James or Minka if he's not there. But he's still there in my mock, so here you go.
I got him taking Minka. I mean, they need everything in the secondary.
Yeah, they do need secondary.
And when they're in a division with the Saints, when they have Michael Thomas and Julio Jones, or not the Saints don't have Julio Jones, but the
Falcons,
do.
yeah.
And then Mike Evans on the Buccaneers. Yeah, they need something in the secondary.
They are the
Buccaneers. I know. I realized that after I said it.
But the Panthers don't have any big name receivers yet. They'll draft one in this draft. They're gonna draft one, but Cam Newton can do so much. You need defense, and I think they'll go with James if Nelson's not there. But their line's terrible, so that's why I got that. Number 8, you want to go first? I got kind of something weird. So
I got the Bears getting Denzel Ward.
I also have Denzel Ward, but I have the Packers trading up because hear me out. I think the Bears prospect in this draft. I don't think it's a corner. I think they're in love with Quentin Nelson, and if he's not there, I think they trade back. And of course, Arizona's a prime suspect to trade up here, but Green Bay can get in front of all these guys, and even if it's not Denzel Ward, they can get a linebacker. Both Edmonds and Smith are still there. Vita Vea and my mock, Fitzpatrick's still there. James. So they really have a lot to do if they get this pick. I got him going with Denzel Ward, though, because he can go anywhere between 5 and 15, in my opinion. And I think they need a cornerback pretty bad, so that's why I got that. I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, so 9, I got the Niners going with Tremaine Edmonds. Because I think they need the linebackers their biggest need. Yeah. Oh yeah. Reuben Foster still. No, Reuben Foster is not there. If he gets out of this, I'll be shocked if he gets out of what he's into now. I don't see him come back. Roquan would be good, but you need a big name, not big name linebacker, but like a big play linebacker. And I think Edmonds is more of that than Roquan. I think he has more potential than Roquan. I think that's the pick for the Niners.
I got him taking Quentin Nelson.
Oh, definitely, if he's still there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see. There's no way Quentin Nelson falls past the Niners, dude. I don't think he falls past the Bears. But if he falls, there's no way he falls past the Niners, dude. Number 10. That's the Oakland Raiders.
All right, I got him taking Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, he's still there, so need linebackers because, well, we're putting Bruce Irvin at the end. Or supposed to be, at least, because they said he's not dropping back into coverage anymore. So we need linebackers everywhere. Left outside, right outside, middle, everything. So because we haven't signed Navarro Bowman back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For some reason.
Bowman back. That's not good. Yeah, that's not Fuego, but I got him going with Roquan Smith. That linebacker needs big. I think Edmonds is better than, well, maybe not better now, but I think he has potential to be better.
He's only 19.
He's only 19, so I think he's better than Roquan. But Roquan's a playmaker, dude. No disrespect to Roquan Smith. I think he's a phenomenal player, and it's amazing that this draft is this good to where he can fall to 10, where he can be the second linebacker taken. I'm thinking about the linebackers last year. There's no way he wouldn't have been the first linebacker taken last year. I'm thinking about who was there. Reuben Foster, but he had injury. He had concerns.
Gerard Davis.
He fell to 20.
20.
Reddick went before Davis.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Oh, man. We would have picked Roquan last year. But, yeah, it's just a really good draft. Number 11, I got the Miami Dolphins. There's no quarterbacks besides Lamar Jackson, but I love Lamar Jackson. He's one of my favorite prospects in this draft. But do you want to spend a first-round pick on Lamar? Not first-round pick, but number 11 on... Maybe you do, but I got him going with Vita Vea because they have some decent D tackles, but Sue's gone, and their front seven can actually be really pretty scary if they make this pick. I think they need some linebackers, but both the linebackers are off the board, so I think it's a good pick. Vita Vea he's a great D tackle. I'm not in love with him. I don't like that he's not a 3 down back. A 3 down. He can't play every down, but this is. Whatever.
I got him picking Roquan.
I think that'd be great if he was there. Because him next to McMillan in a 3-4, yeah, oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You got number 12.
Oh, I got this is where Denver is because they traded with Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Got him taking Connor Williams. I'll tackle out of Texas. They need linemen everywhere.
They do.
Fucking Khalil Mack rapes them every year.
Yeah, they do. They got the other Bills pick though. See, I think if they did that, I think they'd pick O-line with the second pick and pick some defensive player, cornerback. Well, Ward's off the board. I don't know. I guess I think it's a little high for Connor Williams. I don't even think I have Connor Williams going in my mock. But whatever. They're saying McGlinchey's a better prospect now, but I don't agree with that. I think Connor Williams is better than McGlinchey.
Yeah,
but
so
that's
do I.
So number 12 in my mock was the Colts, but I have the Colts trading this. I got trading to 12 and then trading that pick to Arizona because Arizona has a beautiful prospect in Minkah Fitzpatrick still on the board. A little bias there, but I think. You look at him still being there. Washington and Chicago are both in front of him, and Indy. They could all pick Minkah, and if you're the Cardinals, that's a can't-miss prospect. He trained with Patrick Peterson this offseason. He came in for a meeting. I think this is a beautiful pick for Arizona. I think this is what they should do. Trade up if you have to. I'd rather have Minkah than a quarterback. I'm a Cardinals fan, so.
Got Washington taking Maurice Hurst. I mean, he's the best D tackle in this draft.
He's got that heartbeat thing, and I know they're saying it's better.
Cleared.
It's cleared. But is that someone you want to risk a top 15 pick on?
I think he's worth it.
I know. I'm looking at it, and I just don't. If it doesn't pan out, you just spent the 13th pick on. And I get it. I get it. But you just spent a 13th pick on someone who can't play. They picked Jonathan Allen last year, who didn't see the field much. So, do you want to pick a guy who has concerns? I don't know. That's not me.
I mean, the 49ers took a defensive lineman 5 years in a row. So,
it didn't work out either.
Well, two of them did.
Thomas didn't have a great season. And neither did, what's his face? Not Buckner. Buckner was good, but the other one didn't really work out. Armstead or whatever.
Armstead, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Washington with Derwin James is still on the board. And I know they have a bigger need at D-tackle, of course, but with Vay off the board, I don't think you take Deron Payne or Maurice Hurst, like I said, this high. I got him going with Derwin James because he's the best player available. And it's a position of need. So I think that's a good fit.
Jari Alexander out of Louisville.
Dang, Jari over. Oh my God, you got him going that high.
Over Josh Jackson, yes.
And Mike Hughes and Isaiah Oliver. I don't think he's worse than those guys, but at least. Oh
if you look past the injuries and like him not seeing the field very often, he's probably the best cornerback in this draft.
Yeah, I know. It hurts to not have Josh Jackson on there. I'm a real big Josh Jackson fan.
I got Josh Jackson here. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I got the Bears back on the clock, and I got them going with Calvin Ridley because they fixed receiver in free agency. They got a great receiver, and they got Taylor Gabriel, but what are you really getting at Taylor Gabriel? He had a decent season the year the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, but last year he was okay. You can get another great receiver. Oh, there goes my mouse. You can get another great receiver in Calvin Ridley, and I think that's what you do. Number 15.
I got the Giants taking Mike McGlinchey. I mean, they need a lineman. They need to protect Eli if they're gonna keep him for another year.
I got 15. I got the Colts, and I got them going Harold Landry. I think he's the best pass rusher on the board. You missed out on Bradley Chubb, you missed out on Bradley Chubb. But it doesn't matter because you traded back and got the second best pass rusher in the draft. Of course, he's not as good, but I think he is very good. And you get him, and you got picks from the Bills, 2 first-round picks from the Bills, and a second, and probably some other picks from the Cardinals. I would take that over Bradley Chubb. And Harold Landry, yeah. Number 16. Who do you got Baltimore taking?
I got him taking Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, and that'd be good. But I got him going with Lamar Jackson. I think he's a great. I love Lamar Jackson, and I think if he's still there, they might just pull the trigger. They need some excitement. They're kind of boring every year, and they take a receiver like every year, and he never pans out. But Calvin Ridley is something else, so I could see it. I have him off the board, so I mean I couldn't really put that. But Lamar Jackson, why not? I mean, why not? He'd look good in the Ravens uniform. And another thing I want to touch on real quick. A lot of people think the Patriots are in love with Lamar Jackson because there's reports. But think about this, and I told Avery this. Why would the Patriots, a team like the Patriots, let that get out? It doesn't matter what Cleveland says. They can say whatever they want because they have the first pick. So they can be in love with whoever they want. It doesn't matter. But why would a team like the Patriots let out that they like Lamar Jackson?
Are you thinking about...
I think it's a smokescreen.
49ers did last year with...
Yeah. I don't think they're trying to get anything. I think they're trying to make someone else take it so more prospects follow them. I don't think they're in love with Lamar Jackson. And maybe they are, but I don't think they'd let it get out. That just doesn't seem like something Belichick would do. So, number 17, I got the Chargers going with Leighton Vander Esch, inside linebacker. I think that's their biggest need.
I got him taking Billy Price. They need offensive line badly.
They do need bad offensive line, but he tore his pec. Oh, we're at 18. I got the Seahawks. Who do you got Seahawks taking?
Darius Guys.
Hey, guess what? I got the Seahawks taking Darius Guys. You want to put some something with that?
I really don't want that to happen, but it means their biggest need, in my opinion, Darius Guys will fill that hole.
See, I don't think it's their biggest need because they got a couple decent running backs in there. They need a quarterback because Russell Wilson's trash. They have a lot of defensive holes after blowing up the team this offseason.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see a Marcus Davenport or a top corner here.
But Darius Guys is too.
But it looks to me like they're going all out on offense and just trying to hope the defense holds on like the Panthers did after they went to the Super Bowl, which didn't work. But it seems like that's what they're trying to do. And getting a guy like Darius Guys can really help Russell Wilson, honestly. I'm not a big fan of Russell Wilson, but that'd help him out. 19. Do we got the same pick here? I got you got the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
I got the Cowboys going with DJ Moore.
Anthony Miller.
Oh, first round on Anthony Miller.
Dude, okay.
That's a hot take.
Have you heard the Cowboys love Anthony Miller?
Well, they could take him second round.
Okay, maybe not. Take 19 in the second round.
Love Anthony Miller. I love him a lot, man, but 19 for Anthony Miller is very high. I think DJ Moore fits in here better. I don't think he can fall to the second round. Anthony Miller at 19. Yes. I like it. I love Anthony Miller, man. 20. Who do you got 20?
Vita Vea going to Detroit.
I forgot Vita Vea was on the board. I got Marcus Davenport to the Lions. Because D-line is, I mean, come on. He's a lot like a Ziggy Ansah, and they play together, so why not? You might need a running back, but Darius Guys is gone, so.
This is Surprised he's still on the board, but I got Cincinnati taking Derwin James.
Why is Derwin James still on the board? I got him going secondary too. I got him going with Joshua Jackson.
I think they need secondary everywhere because they're good, kind of.
They got Pac-Man Jones.
They're all old.
Their
entire defense is old.
They have that cornerback out of Houston, William Jackson.
Yeah, I know him.
He's really good.
Yeah,
but I got him going with Joshua Jackson, a playmaking corner, because I love that sound of
they play a lot of zones.
Jackson on one side. They're both named Jackson. But both the Jacksons on both sides. I really like that idea. But safety is a big need, but there's no safeties on the board with this pick, in my opinion.
Derwin James is for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, lucky you. 22, I have the Colts. This is funny because we have different picks. Like different teams. I got them going with Sean Evans because they need an inside linebacker, and there's reports they're going to take Roquan with 6, which it'd be fun to see, but I think you can get a guy with Sean Evans who's worse, but not much worse, at 22, and like I said, you get all those other picks. I mean, come on, man. And now your defense is looking like you got Harold Landry rushing from one side, and then Rashawn Evans at middle linebacker. That's beautiful, man. That's so good for the Colts.
Got the Broncos at 22, picking Leighton Vander Esch. Wait, how do we say his last name? Esch. What a stupid last name.
It's Vander Esch is his last name.
Oh, that's his last name?
Yeah.
Stupid name. God dang.
I think they need an inside linebacker. Yeah, I can see it. 23, New England.
I got him taking Lamar Jackson. He's still on the board. I mean, Tom Brady's not looking too hot.
Yeah, no, he trashed in the Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But, like I said earlier, I already told you how I feel about that, so. I think it's smokescreen. I think they'll take an O-lineman here or best corner available. Like I said, best corner available. I got him taking Mike Hughes. I think he fits in their system perfectly. So I think he's the best system cornerback for them. And would I pick him here? No, there's much better corners on the board. But he fits in the New England system, and this seems to be a match made in heaven. 24.
I got the Panthers taking Christian Kirk. They need receivers pretty badly.
Christian Kirk in the first round?
Oh my God! Some people say that Christian Kirk is better than Calvin Ridley.
But Christian Kirk is a slot receiver.
He's undersized, dude.
He's a slot receiver, and he's definitely undersized. But I like Christian Kirk. Again, he's another prospect I like, but I don't think he's gonna go in the first round. I don't think Carolina can get him here at the second round. I think they have to trade up. So if they fell in love with him, it's possible. You know, and I did mock them a lot of receivers, but now I'm starting to mock them corners. I got him Jari Alexander, 2 cornerbacks off the board in a row, and like you said earlier about Jari, he's one of the best cornerbacks in the draft, so it'd be a good pick for them. Try to pick up where they left off with Josh Norman, and then their only good corner was Darryl Worley. Let's trade him, and then he gets cut. So I don't know what Carolina's doing, but I think that'd be a great pick. I think Jari would be a great pick for them.
I got the Titans, 25, taking Harold Landry. Because he's on the board, and they need pass rush. They need linebackers.
They do. They need linebackers really bad, but I don't have any linebackers on the board anymore.
They need secondary too.
Well, their secondary's all right.
They got a Dory Jackson, and he's not even that good.
But they got Malcolm Butler and Logan Ryan, and then at safeties they have Cyprian and whatever that other guy's name is. The guy who led the league in picks last year.
I forgot his name too. Kevin Byers.
Byard, yeah. They had a decent secondary. It's not bad. They do need help, but I think it's all right. I got him taking Maurice Hurst because he's still on the board. And I think D tackle or linebacker is where they're going to go. So I would put some help into offense. I'd give him a receiver or another tight end because Mariota's out there. Oh, this guy, he's looking like trash, but it's not his fault. He really doesn't have any playmakers around him. Sorry. I like Henry, and I like what's that receiver's name? The one they drafted last year. The one out of Western Michigan.
What?
The receiver they drafted out of Western Michigan. Number 5.
I have no clue.
Whatever. I like him, but they drafted him number 5 overall last year.
Oh, Corey Davis.
Corey Davis. I like him, and I like Derrick Henry, but the rest of their offense is trash. Sorry. That tight end, Delaney Walker's good, but he's old. You need something better in there, and that's my opinion. But D tackle's a good move. That's what I think. I think they're going to go D tackle or linebacker.
Front 7 in general.
Yeah, I think they'll go front 7.
I got the Falcons taking Courtland Sutton. They need a receiver.
That'd be so scary, dude. I don't want to play the Falcons if they have Courtland Sutton.
Dude, they have an AJ Green 2.0 and Julio Jones.
I don't want the Falcons to take Cortland Sutton. Don't put nightmares in my mind, dude. How is anyone going to stop a Falcons team with... Oh, no.
Do you ever play him again this year?
Yeah. We
Man.
play him in Atlanta. I'm going. So...
Patrick Peterson on Julio Jones, and then your other half.
And then Minka Fitzpatrick now.
Oh, dude, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I am going with Deron Payne because I thought about putting him there, but I was like, that'd be kind of scary. I don't know if I want Cortland Sutton on the Falcons, so I'm going to try not to mock it because hopefully that means it won't happen. That would be really scary, man. I hope that doesn't happen. Who do you got Saints taking?
Isaiah Wynn.
I don't have Isaiah Wynn in my first round. I probably should have put him in there.
Yeah, you don't like it was Isaiah Wynn.
I like Isaiah Wynn. It makes sense. I had them. I had I had linemen for them in most of my mocks because I think it's their biggest need. Or before I had corner one time and everyone lost it, dude. Comment section was like, dude, man, the Saints don't need a cornerback. And I get it. You don't need a cornerback. I did some more research. You're right. You don't need a cornerback. But like, my bad.
You need a safety since that one guy missed a tackle.
Marcus Williams.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good.
He missed that tackle though. I think they could be in the.
Everybody's.
Who knows? They could have beat the Eagles and won the Super Bowl if he would have made that tackle.
No.
Dude.
Nick Foles, too good.
They could have won the Super Bowl if he would have made that. No, I'm just bullying Saints fans. I got him going with Dallas Goedert. I think tight end. They wanted a tight end, and they got a good one. They wanted Jimmy Graham, but maybe that's just because they wanted Jimmy Graham. But I think it's a big playmaker on your offense, so I don't see a problem with it.
Pittsburgh taking Joshua Jackson.
Oh no,
that'd make it pretty good.
That would make them pretty good. But their other corner. I don't even know if they have any other corners.
They have oh god, I forgot his name now.
He's
on the Browns. I forgot.
Oh, Hayden. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good. But then your safeties suck. Well, Mike Mitchell. I don't like Mike Mitchell. I don't think he's very good.
They can put William Gay at safety.
William Gay's on the Giants.
When did that happen?
Free agency.
God damn.
And they have no
William
linebackers.
Gay.
Yeah, I like Gay too. They don't have an inside linebacker, so I think they got bigger needs. But, hey, I got him taking a cornerback too, so I guess I can't really say anything. I got him going with Isaiah Oliver. Brett Coleman says he's the best cornerback in the draft. He's all right. I think he's pretty good. I get what he's saying. He can be the best cornerback in the draft, but do I think he will? No. Will he be the first? No. He's like my fifth off the board, so. But he's a good corner, so it'd be good for Pittsburgh. It's my favorite team to mock people to. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Who do you got them going with?
DJ Moore.
Oh, that's not okay. That's not okay. That's really not okay.
I think it's okay.
They got a lot of receivers just like him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the receivers are like him. Cole and Westbrook.
Well,
and then what other receivers? They have another receiver, and I always forget he's there. Whatever. I got him going with Cortland Sutton because he's not like what they have. He's a jump ball receiver, and that would be scary on him.
That would be scary.
I like the Sony Michel pick last mock, but no one seemed to like that very much. I thought it was pretty neat. I thought it'd be cool.
I didn't like that pick either.
Dude, that would be so scary.
They don't need a running back at all.
Dude, okay, the Saints didn't need Kamara, but
yeah, they did.
Tell me they would have won. Would they won 11? They would not have made that run if they didn't have Kamara last year. They didn't need a running back, but they took one, and I think if the Jaguars took Michelle, they could be better than the Saints at running back.
Oh, definitely, because they have a better defense.
Oh, yeah. Jacksonville could win the Super Bowl if they drafted him. But I got him going with Cortland Sutton because I think they kind of do need a receiver. Like, they got decent receivers, but they do need a receiver. And I think Cortland Sutton's a jump ball receiver. So, Blake Bortles going to throw it. He can jump up and get it because it won't be near him.
Get the Vikings taking Will Hernandez. I mean, they don't really need anything besides offensive linemen.
When I first made this mock, I went over this and changed it like 17 times. When I first made it, I had the Vikings going with Isaiah Wynn. But now, they're usually a team that usually trades out of the first round. Or trades around. Mm-hmm. So, I got them trading out, and a team sees the Patriots on the board, and a team needs a quarterback. I got the Broncos trading back into the first round to get Mason Rudolph out of Oklahoma State, my favorite quarterback in the draft. Not my favorite quarterback. I don't think he's very good at all. But they think the Patriots are going to take him, and maybe they're in love with him. Maybe they don't like him. But they trade up, get that fifth-year option on him, and you got to trade in front of New England. I was going to have him trading with Philadelphia, but you got to trade in front of New England because New England could take him, So they do it, and they get their guy. I'll lead into my 31st pick, New England. Maybe they were going to take Mason Rudolph, but there's no way. I don't think Luetta's worth this pick. I don't think Rudolph was worth that pick. You got to take best player available. O-line's still there. I got to take Mike McGlinchey. I don't think McGlinchey will fall this far. So I think this pick, it didn't make me happy to make this pick because I think he'll go higher than this, but I didn't know where else he could go. So that's why I had him here. New England.
I got him taking Mark Andrews.
Oh, don't say that, dude. The Patriots fans will be mad, man.
Oh, dude.
Dude, last time I mocked him,
Did you not see the news that Gronkowski is going to play one more year, dude? Dude, we can wait until next year to hang ourselves, dog.
Dude, don't mock them Mark Andrews, man. They'll lose it, dude. Mark Andrews. We don't need a tight end, okay? It's not like he's going to retire next year, dude. Yeah, they need a tight end. Speaking of tight ends, the last pick, the Eagles will probably trade out of this pick. Probably. A team like the Browns, someone will trade up for like a running back or something stupid. But I got the Eagles taking Hayden Hurst because I told Barrett I'd put him in my first round of my mock.
Got him taking Isaiah Oliver.
That's scary. They need a cornerback. That's not okay.
I mean, all their corners just kept biting those double moves. Like, every time. Literally in every Eagles game that I saw, they would mention something about the corners biting on the double moves, and it would instantly happen.
They need cornerbacks, but they got Sidney Jones, who didn't get a lot of time last year. I think Sidney Jones was one of the best corners in the draft last year.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't play. He played like a couple playoff games, and he was like the slot corner. That's not even his position. So
for the same reason that people have us taking a cornerback, even though we drafted Garrett and Conley last year, I'm going to mock them taking Isaiah Oliver.
I can see it, and I kind of had that mock first, but there's not really a cornerback worth it in my mock left. So I'm getting Hayden Hurst because they did lose. They lost Trey Burton, even though they got Ertz. I don't know. I thought it was a good pick. I liked your mock. It was a good mock. Good 2 mocks for y'all.
Thanks, dog.
Hope y'all enjoyed the mocks, and we got this video pretty short. I love y'all. I'll see you later. Subscribe to the channel for more.
Gay game.
But tomorrow there will be a post mock. Tomorrow there will be a post draft grades video by me. It'll come up sometime, probably about the same time this one did, and I'll do my grades on all the picks and tell you how I feel about them. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I hope you enjoy, and goodbye. Bye.